And these are live pictures right now from Live Copter 3. We saw early morning rain and wind today. Things are clear right now over the Oroville Dam, and you can see they are just letting the water out of the main spillway at the Oroville Dam. You can see some of the workers there on the walkway overhead. But they've got two gates open right now. They're releasing 15,000 cubic feet per second from Lake Oroville right now. This will be its first use since April of 2019. Again, these live exclusive pictures from Live Copter 3 really giving you a good vantage point of what the lake looks like right now and what they are doing. They literally just started to release that water seconds ago. KCRA 3's Michelle Bandor is part of our team coverage for you. She's in Oroville for the release of that spillway. But first, let's check in with meteorologist Heather Waldman joining us with what we're seeing right now in terms of the weather. Heather?
Yeah, and those releases at Oroville, Folsom, New Bullards for today's rainfall, for anticipated snow melt later this season, and for a system that we're watching into early next week. But as far as this system goes, at least the one that came in late yesterday morning, the impacts from that are really winding down quickly. I want to show you South Lake Tahoe here. It was 40 degrees here a couple of hours ago. Temperature now down to 36 degrees. You see the water droplets on the camera, but you also see some snowflakes flying at lake level as well. So kind of messy up around 6,000 feet at the moment, although the best really wet snow at this point still falling along the crest of the Sierra. You should be able to get up along Highway 50 and I-80, no problems there, but just kind of a gross afternoon, really, in some of the foothills, especially as you go south of Highway 50 along 88 into Arnold, into Sonora. The rain is light, but it has been steady throughout the morning. Where we're not seeing the rain, Sacramento up to Yuba City. Pretty much the entire Sacramento Valley is dry. You go over towards Lake County, Salinas County as well, into the Bay Area. It's dry. We see a mix of clouds and some sunshine. Still a bit of a cool onshore breeze, but the wind has really backed off today compared to where we were last night. Still breezy in the high Sierra. We'll get some gusts around 30 miles per hour through some of those passes, but overall in the valley much quieter, much drier. But Lisa, we're not done with the rain just yet. We will see chances for it throughout the weekend. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes.
All right, and with the storm adding more water to our reservoirs, as Heather mentioned, that main spillway at Oroville Dam, as you saw, just opened. It was literally just as we hit noon straight up. This is the first use, as I mentioned, since back in April of 2019. And KCRA 3's Michelle Bandor continues our team coverage and joins us live from Oroville. Michelle?
Hey, good afternoon, Lisa. Listen, we don't need to be on me right now. Take a look at this site. This is actually the water coming down, being released right here at the Oroville Dam, rushing over the rocks, heading into the Feather River. This is happening right now as you see it. These are just some great pictures to look. I know you were explaining the view from above, but just take a look at this beautiful site here of the 15,000 cubic feet per second water release from the Oroville Dam. It's just a beautiful site here. It's really an important date here today as they opened that spillway moments ago. Just seeing this now. You know, they were telling us earlier at the press conference that, you know, this is kind of a minimal amount of water that they're releasing, because we said it's 15,000 cubic feet per second, but compare that to the capacity that they can do of 270,000 cubic feet per second. So they do have some room to work with here. There are also dam safety engineers on site to monitor the release. As you had mentioned, in 2017, there was significant damage to the structure as it started crumbling and then forced evacuations of residents. But there was a $1 billion reconstruction project that took place in 2017 and 2018, and then that first controlled release in 2019. But since the state has been in a drought the past 3 years, there has been no need to release any of that water until today. And at that press conference earlier this morning, the deputy director tells us, this is what he said: the operation of the spillway is intended to keep the lake at certain elevation to hold reserve storage from upcoming storms to provide that flood protection. And to give you an idea of the numbers here, the elevation as of today at the lake is 840 feet. The capacity is 900 feet. That has risen 180 feet since December 1st. So Lake Oroville almost at full capacity here. The DWR, the Army Corps of Engineers, monitoring the upcoming storms to see if they need to up the release here of the water at the Oroville spillway. But this is what is happening here today, releasing that into the Feather River. That this is a site that people haven't seen since 2019. A lot of people standing by here watching, really excited for this, and also for recreation that can happen later here today. We spoke to one man who says he's excited for more fishing happening here. So we're going to wrap this all up for you. I have a lot more information for you coming up in our later shows, but this is what's happening live here at Lake Oroville. Michelle Bandur, KCRA 3 News.
Yeah, and it's great for so many people to see it since they've repaired that spillway, and it looks awesome. Great to see that that happening right now live. Michelle, thanks for all that information. That was great. Now, as we mentioned, Governor Newsom has called on President Biden to issue a presidential emergency declaration to support storm response. That request came just a day after Newsom added 21 additional counties to the list under his state of emergency proclamation. This map here shows the counties in our area that he added, highlighted in yellow. They join Amador, Mariposa, and Nevada counties, which were already on the list. Those declarations would support disaster relief in all of those counties. Now, during the last hour, state and federal officials provided an update on the response to the storms. The storms have created many flooding issues and downed trees across the state of California. And Cal OES says they're working with several agencies, including FEMA, Caltrans, and the Department of Social Services, to make sure Californians get the resources they need.
The declaration allows us, state of emergency allows us also to be working with the counties to move much needed resources. We've pre-positioned fire resources, hand crews, high water vehicles, search and rescue teams, all to those areas that we have coordinated through the National Weather Service and our folks at DWR to have the most vulnerability with overtopping of flood stage meters. We've also maintained close coordination with our local governments, again, for advanced planning. So not only just with what we are seeing coming today, tomorrow, but also what may hit us on Tuesday of next week as well.
She went on to say 2 people have died because of the storm, so it's now considered deadly. Right now, emergency crews are working to restore power to the people in the dark at this time. Take a look. Thousands of customers are without electricity right now. The biggest impact in our region is in Nevada County. The orange that you see there indicates 500 to nearly 5,000 customers could still be without electricity. KCRA 3 talked with PG&E about their plans to restore power to the people left in the dark, and they say some people are in areas that are just hard to reach, so they have increased the amount of personnel they have responding to those neighborhoods.
We have these snowcats and other heavy machinery that helps us access some of the hard to reach areas. In some cases, we even have to use bulldozers to get in there and make repairs. We're doing everything we can. The crews up there are working so hard. We have 157 crews out in the field in the Sierra Division today, just making assessments, making repairs, and getting the power back on for customers.
She went on to say they will continue to keep extra workers on staff to prepare for the next round of wet weather. We want to take another look outside right now, and here we are from our Skycam 3 network. We have Sacramento in the top left. Lots of blue skies over the capital city. Stockton still seeing a good amount of cloud cover right now. Fairfield bottom left there, not too bad, a mix of sun and clouds. And then Lake Tahoe still seeing some precipitation on the camera lens. We did have some heavy rain this morning, leaving to many people having to leave their homes. In fact, an evacuation warning is in place in Stanislaus County. This is in Modesto along the Tuolumne River, and that's where we find KCRA 3's Aaron Heft with a look at the current conditions.
An evacuation warning in place in part of Modesto along the Tuolumne River. We're standing on River Road right now, and you can see the accumulated water under this underpass right now. People taking a chance driving through it. This is not advised. You have no idea how deep this water is until you drive through it. Now, by bystanders, we have been told by people who have disabled vehicles now that this is around 2 or 3 feet deep. You can see person after person taking chance after chance. Let's get to that evacuation warning. So I want to have you take a look at this map on your screen right now. The area in red, that is the area under the evacuation warning right now, and it's east of South 9th Street and west of Avon Street between River Road, where we stand, and the Tuolumne River. Now, if you are somebody who lives in this area, you actually have a resource to go to. You can evacuate to Patterson High School, which sits at 200 North 7th Street in Patterson, California. If you join us back out here, you can see people driving one after another. Just a fun fact, looked it up, cross-referenced between a few insurance companies. And the damage, not everybody's going to get damaged by driving through something like this, but if you do get damage, it can cost you between $40,000 and $10,000, and not all insurance companies and insurance policies cover damage from personal choices like driving through flooded areas like this. Something to keep in mind. Now, a Stanislaus County Sheriff's deputy might be knocking on your door today if you live in one of the affected areas. Keep that in mind. In Modesto, Erin Heft, KCRA 3 News.
Wow. All right. If you don't know, don't go. A lot of slick, wet roads out there making for hazardous driving conditions. CHP is reminding everyone to stay safe on our roads. They say if you do not need to be on the road, then stay home. Do not drive in standing water like you saw a lot of those people do right there. Slow down while driving. Even if you're familiar with the road, slow down. If you are unsure what road conditions near you look like, Caltrans recommends downloading their app and checking the area. Our weather coverage continues around the clock 24/7 on our KCRA 3 app. It's free to download. Sign up for severe weather alerts. You can also track the rain and snow coming to where you live by zooming in on our interactive radar.